Hey everybody, I'm Craig Augustoni. I'm the Pemberton Township Fire Chief and Emergency Management Coordinator. And I have an opportunity to read a little book I found here. It's called Firefighter's Night Before Christmas, because we know that big day is coming up here real soon. But before we talk about that, one thing I want to share with everybody is the fact about safety, because we kind of get a little lost in all the ceremony, especially with 2020 being the way it was or is. We've really lost. We're really excited about getting into the festivities, but we need to still be very careful. We have to make sure that our lights that we're putting on our tree are in proper working order, that we don't put too many on there. We follow the instructions, make sure if we have a live tree that we water it constantly, that we try to keep all of our ornaments safely away from anything that can generate heat. Just make sure that we check everything. A lot of people burn their fireplaces during Christmas, which is kind of cool because it gives to the ambiance of that. But we want to make sure our chimneys are working properly so we can enjoy the holiday. We especially want to enjoy the holiday and make it safe for our community so we can spend that time with our family and friends. So let me get into this nice little book here that the rec department has asked me to read. It's called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas at the Town's Fire Station, where brave firefighters were gathering donations." The same thing was happening in towns coast to coast. Firefighters were doing the thing they love most, helping out kids and folks who needed assistance in answering their calls, regardless of distance. At Christmas time, most of the treasures they sought were gifts for the children, which many folks bought. And they would work hard on the night of all nights. The governor rang up and said, "Something's not right. A sleigh has been spotted with deer all around. There's no one driving them. St. Nick cannot be found." Said the captain, "Don't panic. This must be first. It seems we've lost St. Nick's. Now, could it be worse? Christmas Eve is upon us. We have to act fast to make this Christmas will not be our last." The firefighters decided the kids should not know that old Santa was missing. And you know what? That would be a hard blow. They dashed to their engines with all their gear on. The sirens were wailing as the trucks rushed along. It was tough moving fast at this time of the day. Though traffic was heavy, it all moved out of the way. Seems like the town folks knew something was wrong, so they did their best to help move things along. The firefighters arrived at the scene, looked all around, took hold of the bridles to calm the deer down. One noticed large footprints pressed deep in the snow, so several were chosen who were willing to go. And they followed the tracks, moving slowly and precise. They trailed the signs closely, sometimes checking them twice. The prints led to the roof of a very tall house, and the gingerly followed as quiet as a mouse. At the sooty brick chimney, the footsteps had stopped. The firefighters gazed down through the flue and a long drop. They saw something moving, could hear a strange sound. Then they right away, that must be St. Nick. Hey, he's been found. They heard him call softly, "Is somebody up there? It's cold and it's dark, and there seems no room to spare." "We're here," called the captain. "Nick, are you okay?" "I'm fine, but I'm stuck. I can't move either way." "I must be pond pudding, dear Miss Claus fixed. I ate every bite to the very last lick. But please get me out," each heard Santa sigh. "I know my poor reindeer are ready to fly." "Now don't worry, Santa. We'll be out in a jiff. Guys, get the hook and ladder. They'll give a lift." So the firefighters pitched in like these crews always do, got a rope around Santa to pull him up through. They shoved and they hoisted, and everybody tugged, but St. Nick just couldn't be budged. Pretty soon, the old gent was beginning to doubt that these hardy firefighters could help him out. "I've got an idea," one bystander declared. "We used it in training to free a trapped mare. The slippery soap should take care of these troubles." And before St. Nick knew it, he was covered in bubbles. He was pushed from the bottom and pulled from the top until at one point St. Nick thought he would pop. Then a brave firefighter slowly let him down to stand on St. Nick's shoulders, which brought forth a frown. "What are you doing, young fella? Your foot's in my mouth. Are you planning on stomping until I go south?" "Grab a hold of my ankles," the young man replied. "Now that's hard to do with my arms pinned to my side." Then a trusty old firefighter arrived at the scene, had whiskers like Santa, but was lanky and lean. He took out a huge axe, which made everybody gasp, said, "I'll fix this problem with one well-placed bash." A nervous St. Nick called, "You gonna use that? Hold on there, old-timer. Let's first have a chat." "Since nothing else would work, Nick, let's give this a try. You'll be free as a bird in the wink of an eye. He heaved it overhead with all let go when he heard a small voice calling up from below. "Oh, please don't hurt Santa," the little voice piped. There's a much safer way that I know you will like." Up the tall chimney where Santa was parked, 8-year-old Susie called into the dark. "My daddy's a fireman, my hero, you see. He taught me so much, and I sat on his knee. Sometimes tough things just aren't hard at all, and I think I can help, though I'm not quite small. St. Nick, if you hear me, above all the noise, let me go on your sack, 'cause it's chock full of toys." "That idea sounds worthwhile. I'll give it a try. I'll do everything to bid that black chimney goodbye." Though his cramped hands felt numb and his belly was sore, Nick slowly released the large sack with store. Well, joys of all joys, he could feel lots more space, so he crept down the chimney with no time to waste. While everybody cheered, Santa Claus touched the ground and was greeted by the firefighters who rallied around. "You were daring, my friends. Thanks for helping me out. And Dad, you taught Susie what caring's all about. Now it's late, so I'm asking your firefighters worldwide to help me spread cheer on this Christmas Eve night." And that's how it happened. The best Christmas ever, because everyone worked hard and shared fun together. Then St. Nick called, "Brave firefighters, it's been a great night. May the glow in your skies come from the sparkling Yuletide lights." So on behalf of the members of the Pemberton Township Volunteer Fire Department, our families, we want to wish everybody a very happy and Merry Christmas and a very safe one. God bless you all.